guys, it's me. So welcome to Artist Quote Friday. Okay, so the quote this week is one of my favorites. I love it. I think about it all the time. So you guys saw it before. So this quote is from Vincent van Gogh, and it says, "I want to touch people with my art. I want them to say he feels deeply and he feels tenderly." And this spoke to me a lot because it is so true that you can feel that just by looking at a painting. I remember like the first time that I went to the art museum in Colorado, like I didn't, like I had done crafty stuff and in my ignorance, I didn't think that that was art, right? But the first time, and I don't remember who this painting was by, but it seriously brought me to tears. Like I was looking at it and I said, this is the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen. And then they had like an exploration on how this painting came to be and what the meaning was, or what the artist thought the meaning was behind the painting. And you know what it was? It was a vase of flowers that was reaching towards the light. Okay. And this painting, I'll see if I can find it maybe. I don't know though. I think I wrote it down somewhere. Yeah. But anyway, tangent, sorry. It was these group of roses. I want to say roses and other flowers, and the room was totally dark, and the vase was really dark too. But you could see these flowers reaching towards the light. And I read this explanation from this artist, and it was during a really dark time in history. And this artist wanted that light to be a ray of hope. And I was so touched. I mean, I was in tears, and like no one knew what was the matter with me, but I was so deeply touched by the fact that this painting wasn't just flowers, but it had such a deeper meaning. And this man, wanted to express that there is always hope. And I thought, wow, like art is not just, you know, whatever like tangible or realistic, thing that you see. Like if you paint a pumpkin, it may not just be a pumpkin. There may be something else behind it. And I think that we feel that, like I don't know if, but I just love going around the art museums, and you emotionally connect with the art. At least I do. And it really speaks to me at a deep part. And especially when I get to know the artist and their time and what kind of life they lived, and why they created the things that they created, I think that it's even deeper, like it was for me. And that beautiful vase with flowers in it that seemed, so insignificant. Maybe someone would just walk by and say, oh, those are pretty flowers. But no, look at the light that's coming in on the flowers. And even when we're in darkness, there's still that little piece of light that comes in. And it touched me so deeply and so profoundly that I know that when Van Gogh says this, it's true. And he does that with his art. He you see that he feels deeply, you see that he feels tenderly. And I think art is a way of reaching out, to other people and showing them love, and expressing deep things, and painful things too. I mean, there's some art that has come from horrific situations that still speaks to us, that still has significance, and still has value, and that just touches us so much. And I think all art touches us because we are human, and we have a spirit, and art is an expression of our divine spirit. So, there's something else behind it. It's not just something empty, it's not, there's something else behind it, you know. It's not just some random image or something like that. It's because we created it, because we infused our divinity in it. It's something that's so much deeper than that, so this quote made me so happy, and I love this quote. It's such a fun quote. So I really hope that you were touched by this quote too. I'm trying to think of something else to say, but I think it's just that simple. I think that I expressed what I needed to express, and how this quote really touches me. And I encourage you to go to an art museum and just to take art in, or even a museum, or sometimes even malls have, kids art. Like we have the Aurora Mall in Colorado, and they have all this beautiful kids art, and the kids are just so like free, and free with colors and expression, and their art is beautiful. And I love looking at it. I love going down the hallway to the bathroom and just stopping and just taking all of that beautiful expression of creativity in, and it touches me so deeply, and I get inspired, and it makes me want to create, and it makes me feel total abandonment. Even when I look at my nephew's art, just how freely he expresses himself, and how simply he draws things. It speaks to me, and it gives me courage to try that style myself and to incorporate things into his art. And yeah, it's so funny. I'll tell you this one thing. So like um, all my art is hanging up in our house downstairs. It's all over the place. So Amir comes in and he's like, Nana, that's what he calls my mom, his grandmother. Nana, look at this big old fish that I made. And he holds it up, and it's this big piece of watercolor paper, and it's beautiful. It's really colorful, very nice. It had like oil pastels, very, very cute. And Cherry Schools has really good art supplies, I must say. Anyway, so he comes in and he said, Nana, you need to hang this on the wall, because Mimi is not the only artist in this house. And my nickname is Mimi. So it was so like wonderful, and so beautiful. So he has his own section of the wall, and he comes in with all of his art, and we hang it on the wall, and we celebrate it, and it makes him feel so good, and yeah, because he's an artist too. He creates, and that art touches us, whether it's colors, whether it's just the fact that he's an amazing drawer, that he can draw a cat. I can't even draw a cat, and it's a good cat, or a cup, or a puppy, and it's an adorable puppy. Like, so he has an art wall in our house, but it just makes him feel so happy, and he explains to us why he did this and why he did that. And it's just a beautiful thing. But my mom, she like had him painting when he was 2. Like, we would have our canvases, and he would have his canvas with his paint, and he would just sit there and just paint, and it looked like scribble. But one time he made this little picture. It was like an 8 by 10 canvas, and it looked like people were dancing. It was beautiful, like kind of like those African ladies in silhouette. That's exactly how it looked, and it was beautiful. And like, I still have that painting, and I love it, and I wish that I could recreate it, but he did it quite randomly, and he was 3 years old. So if a 3-year-old can be free and can express themselves, then know that your art is an expression of you, and that it shows people that you feel deeply, that you feel tenderly, that you are connected to this world, and that you have something important to say through your art. So that's all I want to say. I'm going to quit talking now. Okay, and I will see you guys for next Friday's artist quote of the week, or art quote of the week, or creativity quote of the week, whatever speaks to me. And I hope that this week, you create something beautiful. You create something that expresses what's inside of you, whatever's in your heart. And I hope it's good things. I hope it's nothing but good things. But if it's not good things, that's okay too. I hope that you express it, you know. So let me know your thoughts on this quote, and I will see you guys next time. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.